Another day, another adventure with the Heron. Once again, I got this one from Wiz. You can rent bikes from them in San Francisco, also in other places around the US. But this is a pretty fly bike. We're gonna go on some adventures today. So today, that means that I might be going around the city. Let's go around the city. And where are we at on the mileage? We got a full battery here. We are at 122 miles, 0.6. So 122.6, which is pretty great. I'm pretty happy about that. This bike has been a lot of fun so far. And it's time to put some more miles on it. You know, I like the basket. We're gonna get going on a little adventure. We'll just do, we'll do like a long video today. So yeah, we'll definitely go around the city, see a bunch of cool sights, and it'll just be one of those days. So anyway, let's get this video started. So right now I'm pretty much starting on a full battery. And I saw other reviews where people are going like 120 miles. I don't really know how far I can go on this bike. That's a really good question. I'm gonna attempt to figure out in a couple days. I'm gonna do like a long range test and figure out the maximum distance I can go, which I don't know if I'll be able to do it in one whole day, because watching some of these other videos of other reviewers, like, no, people can't do it in one whole day, you know? I think one guy in New York, I saw a video of a guy in New York who went 91 miles in one day on one of these Heroes. But I don't know if his battery, I don't know if he still had battery left over or if that killed it, you know? New York is mainly a pretty flat city, but there are parts in New York where it's pretty dang hilly. And New York can be windy too, so that can definitely work against you. Yeah, one thing I love about this bike is the brakes, I would have to say. You know, like that previous bike I have, it just has cable brakes. And cable brakes compared to these hydraulic brakes, there's just nothing like it. Yeah, the Ohio is really great in grass. You can just cruise through the grass here. Yeah, you don't have no problems there. It works amazing in the sand, actually. Well, not amazing, but it works good enough, you know. I can almost, could definitely make it through taller sand than what I could before. All right, so here's the main drag of, Fisherman's Wharf. You know, on the right, there's all the corporations. On the left, it's all the local mom and pop businesses. Let's do this thing, or you do it go in a circle. All right, let go. Yeah, over here they have these cruises, these bay cruises. You know, like the 1 hour cruise for $20. I don't know if it's actually $20. How is that? How is it that cheap? That seems like a real good deal. I don't know, maybe it is just $20, but it seems like a really good deal, y'all. All right, this is always the best when you get behind a car like this and then you can't pass because there's a bus over here. You know, there's definitely a lot less traffic, I would say. No, a route I was looking at the other day was going around the entire city. That's definitely a route I want to take really soon. I went halfway around the city a couple days ago. But I really want to like make the whole loop around the city. That'd be fun. The new Great Highway, that's closed, it's open. All right, we're just gonna go straight here. And what we need to do is get in this is like a 1 lane going the opposite way. But then right at this parking garage, it turns into a 2 lane again. So you get what I'm doing. I'm trying to get across and get in the lane, you know, without going a block around. I can sit there all day waiting happily, or I can just, you know, get on down with it, you know? Let's just get on down with it. Oh, it is gorgeous today. Yo, this is definitely life after COVID. Let's ride over to the ballpark and let's see what's going on. See if there's a game going on right now, and then let's go to the Chase Stadium. Let's go check out that new park by the Chase Park, you know. Let's go that way. We got a big little farmer's market going on over here. There's hella people out. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day today. Why are all these cars here? Oh, you okay? You okay? Sorry. Yeah, you good? You okay? You okay? I think all those people are waiting for the bathroom. Funny. But like, where else do you go in the city, right? Okay, we can make this light here. Yeah, I want to be a good citizen, so let's get on this side of the road. Don't look like there's any game going on around here today. Or at least not right now. Check out this cool waterfront park they built here. Right across the street from, I'll show you, I gotta turn around. Right across the pond from right across the bay, sorry. Right across the bay from the ballpark. So last night we came through here and it was a game going on, and this over here is a bathroom. So you walk out and the only thing you see is this right here in front of you. And it's pretty amazing. It's like, dang, this is the coolest bathroom ever. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, it's so nice today. You gotta enjoy these days in the city. We don't get too many like it. And today is definitely gonna be one. Tomorrow is gonna be nice, but my guess is not as nice as today. And then it'll be back to its normal, you know, fog, doom, gloom. But we'll definitely get a few more sunny days, for sure. Yeah, so let's ride out for a little bit. Over here we have the new Chase Park. I call it, the name of this park is Bayfront Park, but I call it the Chase Park. You know, y'all know how I like to rename stuff. And then here's the Chase Center right here. Beautiful, beautiful Chase Center right here in front of us. Right here in front of us right here, beautiful. Cha-ching. There's the money shot. You know, there's this park here, but I got the bike and I don't want to really go around on the bike. You know, I don't want to, it's a big bike, you know. But they got this cooking area with all these nice grills and stuff. You see they got these grills. Look how that thing raises up. You know, that's pretty cool. That's all cleaned up and stuff. There's a bunch of these here. And then I don't know, somehow you gotta take your hot coals and put them in this box that says hot coals. I'm sure that there's some sort of way of doing it, but now, let's keep riding out. We're gonna continue headed south. Cove Park, which is one of those like random parks Where do they come up with these names? Crane Cove. I think it had something to do with like cranes back in the day, with ships on the water. Because over here, I think they used to build ships like back in the day, like the military ages. So maybe it's got something to do with that. Like Crane Cove Park. They got names, yo. I love to cruise around this area. This is all like brand new. They just built this like not too long ago, you know? It's just open. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look how they got the rocks, the cobblestone here. And the funny, they only put it on this back one, on this backside alley. It just makes me wonder. This is probably gonna be some fancy street in the future when there's buildings here, because think about it. All of this is like waterfront. Well, not waterfront, but you're really close to the water. But then you got like these old buildings like this still around. Look at all those old cars parked over there outside that building. I wonder whose cars those are. There's a bunch of old cars, but this area probably will be sick in the future. But as of now, this is what it looks like. It's just like, you know, this hidden brewery and a motorcycle shop up here. Yeah, I would imagine in the future this is gonna be pretty popular. Wow, it's like busy over here right now. I mean, there is some stuff over here. It's like shops and stuff. All right, I forgot the name of this part. Port of San Francisco? I don't know, I can't remember. But it's a cool little park here, you know. People feed the cats quite often. I better stop riding on those things. Look like they just clipped a lot of the bushes. There's DHL over there. You wonder where your T-Mobile phone is, you know. I mean, it's funny, who uses DHL? Like everything usually comes from like FedEx or UPS, except for like random things like a new cell phone, you know. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm waiting on DHL to bring me that now. How you doing? I don't want to go that way. I might be trespassing on someone. They used to tag this wall up all the time. Looks like they're keeping it clean. Let them tag it up. That wall's sick, yo. After when they tag it up, you know. All right, let's get out of here. Let's keep going down. I want to go down to Candlestick. Yeah, so that's where we're going. We're headed in that direction. We got quite a bit of distance before we get to the old Candlestick. So yeah, let's jam out then. All right, so welcome to Heron's Head Park. I'm gonna go in and ride through really quick. We can just go sort of through the park. Once again, I'm gonna ride slow and cautious. But yeah, we're gonna go through the park. This is sort of the backside of the city. Well, not the backside of the city, but we're quite far from downtown. We got lots of housing here, and they got nice views of the bay. And there's projects over there that they're gonna tear down soon and probably build more of these. But yeah, let's keep cruising. So we can go through this park and we get back on the road. And if you're in a car, the same road that we're gonna get back on, I don't think you can access Candlestick from this way in a car. But on a bike, I don't think I'll have a problem. So yeah, let's ride out. Yeah, Heron's Head. There's a trail this way that goes all the way to the tip, and you can be right at the bay. But on a day like today, that trail would be kind of busy, and I don't want to, ride the bike all the way out there because I'd have to ride really slow, and I can save Heron's Head for a whole nother video. This is kind of a little hidden oasis in the city. Look at this, like, it's a great park that people don't come to. But yeah, we'll just cruise through and we'll get over to Candlestick, and then from there, I think there's another park on my list we can go through. That's kind of on the way, I like how we can kind of keep cruising and we can go by this and go by that. This is like the biggest hill I've encountered on this whole ride so far. It's been the flat side of the city for the most part. When you stay close to the water, it's usually flat. This is like the farthest we've been away from the water. No, not the farthest, but we're getting away. Oh, we need the bike lane over here. Wow, they have amazing bike lanes down here. That's pretty cool. Wow, this is a little sick viewing area they got. Man, them guys got the grills out. They cooking food. I love the diversity over here. It's great. Like it's really nice. It's a beautiful thing. We need more of the city to be like this. All right, let's go. We gotta go up this hill. We gotta go up that hill there. And then once we get up that big hill and come down that bad boy, we'll be at Hunter's Point, and we'll be more in the Bayview. This is one gigantic hill, even in a car. This bad boy. It's a big hill. I'm gonna have to pedal this one because remember, I haven't got the battery unlocked, the bike unlocked. But once I get up this one, we'll be good. We got hills, y'all. Now, them folks car died in the middle of the intersection. I mean, I would help them, but I think they got it. I mean, it's not like it's a lot of traffic in this neighborhood, Yeah, that guy, he looks strong. He got it. Where am I going here? This is San Francisco. We back in San Francisco, looking like a third world country. So there's a couple routes we can take. I think we had to go down this way, which these are the modern day, some people call these the modern day projects. I think this is called D Block. I've met a couple deliveries down here. Not my favorite place for deliveries. We got two routes we can go. We can go this way, or we can go through the park. I would say let's go through the park. How you doing? That truck just came through here, so. Ooh, it's dusty. Let's go ahead and hit it. Woo! So yeah, this we can get to Candlestick from here. Wow, look at this big hump. Whoa, lots of rocks. I remember this little spot. My ex-girlfriend and I, we made a video over here once. In the middle of the pandemic. And then we get to this parking lot. Half of the parking lot with this gate up here. Look at this gate. I think they were using this for some time for during COVID. Well, after COVID, they're using this for RVs. And they had showers and stuff. But now it's just a big empty parking lot. Look at all these handicap spots. All them handicap spots, way over here in the middle of nowhere. All them handicap folks don't go to. All right, let me figure out how to get out of here. This way. I want to do these doors open. I wonder if I open this door, will the alarm go off? Let's see. Let's see, will the alarm go off? Oh, are you walking through the door? No, I guess it doesn't go off. Look at that beautiful bike right there. Oh, why is there a garbage bag in the middle of my perfect shot? Get out of the way. Look at that bike. Maybe I should come over here then. Check that out. It is the Radio. So much fun to ride. You can go like 100 miles on this thing. Insane. All right, let's go this way. I don't exactly know which way this is gonna lead us, but we can figure it out. Yeah, we'll be off-road for a little bit. I've been here on foot, but I haven't been here coming from this side before. Yeah, this is a hidden little oasis. I'll show y'all the best part over here at the end. So over here, we're getting towards the campgrounds here. So you can actually camp here. And this is a very sick place to camp, honestly. I mean, it's definitely warmer than the Presidio. You can camp in the Presidio as well. But this place is way warmer than the Presidio. Look at this nice view. Look at this nice view right there on the bay. Look how peaceful that is. So quiet right now, not too windy. Now that's the part I want to take y'all to, that part over there. Hey, how y'all doing? Check out this. We are on this little narrow strip of water. Look how blue that water is over there. We're on this little narrow strip, and look at this. There's water on both sides of us. So let's go out on this little tip area. I call it the tip. And there's a pier over here. I mean, I bet y'all didn't even know this was in San Francisco. And you're only gonna discover it if you watch this far in this video. Oh, don't fall off. Oh, wow, they did some construction over here. This thing was all broken at the end. And we got this pier. All right, so let's take off. We went to the end. Wow, it's like the most amount of people I've ever seen here before. Like, out of all the times I've come here. I mean, I also did not grow up in the city, so I'm sure y'all city folks will say, oh, I remember. It was thousands of people there. Well, I'm not local. Whenever I come here, it's like, it's quiet. Like, that's why I like to come here, because you can get away. You can sit around and think, you know, you can let the time go by. All right, so this here is the old road. This road's been closed down for a couple of years now, which this was the old Candlestick Park over here. This is what a abandoned road looks like, you know? It floods all the time. I'm sure this right here brings back a lot of memories to some people. Not to me, I wasn't around when it was open, but this was one of the entrances to Candlestick Gate 1. We ready to rumble? Okay, I think I have to go this way. I love this side of Candlestick, how they have these picnic tables with this like fence behind it, because it's so windy. On a windy day, like it would be horrible to sit out here, but since they got these fences up around, it makes it a whole lot more manageable to stay outside in those afternoon winds, you know? Okay, so right now, you see we like in the country, right? We're in the middle of nowhere. It looks like I'm not in San Francisco. But there's a really short path. You just go right over here and you go under the bridge. All right, we just rode from the bay to the ocean. Y'all know how I do it. All right, over at the new park. Check out this new park. That's a sick skate park they got here. In the middle of the road. Yeah. So if you didn't know, this used to be a road, but they just made it a park, just like that. But yeah, we'll go all the way to Golden Gate Park. And we'll go through Golden Gate Park. Yeah, but today we are cruising. All right, welcome to Golden Gate Park. Yeah, so we got some miles to ride through Gigi, Golden Gate. We got, yeah, we're gonna go through the whole park. It's kind of busy right now, at least near the beach. Really busy. We'll just sit back and relax and just use the throttle. And yeah, let's go to it. We are en route to Twin Peaks, but we'll stop a couple places near here. We'll probably stop and take a water break because I haven't drank water in a little bit. We just been cruising, man. We're like 20 plus miles so far. Oh, you drop your bottle? This pond right here reminds me of New York so much. Look at this. On the far end of Golden Gate Park. Look at it, it looks like it's about to float over. All right, now we are on Haight Street, and we got to take one of these streets to go up to Twin Peaks. I finally just dropped from 5 bars to 4 bars after riding, almost 40 miles or something. I think we're getting close to the 40-mile mark. Not quite at 40 miles. We're about 34 miles, so we got 6 miles to go and we'll be at 40. Let's get off of this main street. It's just a little hectic right now. All the motorcycles and all the pollution and yeah. Let's get over here. It's chill. Go around there for a little bit, and then after Twin Peaks, we're gonna go over to we'll go to the Castro, and I'll stop and probably edit a little videos for a minute. You know, give my feet, my butt a break, because I'm just sitting down the whole time. And with this bike, this bike, unlike my other bike, I usually stand up majority of the time when I'm riding because I pedal that bike a lot. This bike is like I'm sitting down almost all the time. About 100% of the time I'm sitting down because it's not so easy to pedal on this bike when you're standing up. It's kind of easy pedaling sitting down. Like right now, I'm definitely pedaling and getting up this hill a little bit faster. But it's, yeah, you just can't stand up and pedal this bike. It's too heavy. You know, you want to really rely on the motors and the big battery that you have that's installed on this bike. If you follow the bike path, it's going to be the easiest route to go. You can tell if you're on the bike route by this. You'd see the white bike marks. Or you can use something like Google Maps. And Google Maps will definitely tell you if you are, you know, if you're going the right way or not. It'll show you the bike route, but you do have to go to the bike option on Google Maps and it'll send you the bike way. Oh my gosh, this is so much easier than taking this street over here. And now this is like the rough part of the hill, but we're basically at the top. We're almost at, I'm gonna be there soon, but we're almost there. Yeah, there's multiple ways to get here, but that route I just took was amazing. That was easy, yo. Good, how's it going? Good. Nice day.
Beautiful day, my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, have a good weekend. All right, so we're almost at the top of Twin Peaks if you want to see a little peak. Check out that right there. That is San Francisco down below. But we're not done, let's go to the top. Oh, check it out. Look at all them great views. We started off over in that area somewhere. So we'll go down to the Castro and then I guess we'll probably head down in between the buildings again. Now there's two ways to come up Twin Peaks if you're on a bike. If you're in a car, there's only one way, and that's the way we're gonna go down. But if you're on a bike, you can come up the way I came up and then you can go down the way that the cars go down. I'm gonna go down the way the cars go down, so I take a different route. And I kind of like going down the hill that way. Going down the hill the way I came up is just, it's almost like just straight downhill, you know? All right, so now is Downhill Joe. That's what we got going on now. Downhill Joe. All right, so now we are at Dolores Park in the late afternoon. Yeah, I took a little break, stopped to have lunch, and got to talking with a friend for a little bit, and a short trip turned into I think I was there like an hour and a half or something. But yeah, look at this. It's a beautiful day at the park. Hella people out. Nice day. Yeah, some people love the top of Dolores Park. Cool. Hey, you drive for Uber? Is it slow lately? Oh, it's busy? Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I drive, okay. My Uber account is super slow, but he says that it's really busy. I don't know which way we're gonna go. Let's go up Valencia, and let's go to like 24th, and then zigzag, and then get back on Valencia and go up from there. Something like that. Yeah, we got it. I smell the food. It smells so good. Oh, the food smells so good. And I'm vegan, so I can't eat majority of that stuff. But it smells so delicious. All the seasonings and the spices. Let's go around. Okay, here's 20th. All right, let's do a little cruise to the Tenderloin. So where do I want to go? I want to go this way. Dang, it's hella traffic over here, y'all.
The show is a great show. I watch it every day.
Mad traffic. Everybody going straight. Nobody turning. Well, don't worry, we'll ride this turn lane. All right, so if y'all haven't figured it out, it looks like we're about to cross the Golden Gate Bridge. We are heading in that direction. Wow, look at this. There's so many people out tonight. It feels Feels pretty warm. Usually it's, you know, on the windy, cold side. But not tonight. Look at all the tourists out cooking their food and hanging out by the water, spending money in the city, you know. We love it. Make sure y'all come back again, you know. All right, look at that beautiful bridge. Hey, I'm surprised they haven't closed this pier down. I like that pier. It's a pretty cool pier. Looks like it's in better shape than the other one, though. Welcome to Fort Point. And we're not gonna stay down here too long because we're trying to cross the bridge, remember? So we gotta catch the sunlight, because if we cross the bridge, we're not gonna just cross the bridge. We wanna go over there and maybe ride around or something, right? Okay, so far we are at 175 miles and we started off with 122. So we've been riding today. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep riding for. I think we can cross the bridge and then come back, and I'm probably gonna wanna go home and eat. So I don't know if I can run this down all day. Now, doing deliveries, I don't know if deliveries would be as intense of a ride as we've been doing today. Today has just been a gnarly ride. Yeah, I don't think you can burn this thing down doing deliveries in the city. But it's nice to know, you know, this is a really good delivery bike. Okay, the bike just dropped down to 2 bars. Huh. There's actually a really sick view up here. Oh, dang. And the bridge is not too crazy right now. So I'm gonna go over here and put some pants on, because I don't think it'll be too many people over here because there's nothing to see. Unless we find some people doing something down here that they're not supposed to be doing. Head back across the bridge. We'll fight the wind. Wow, look at these views. Baker Beach, Baker Beach, Baker Beach. Hey, how y'all doing? Yes, Baker Beach. Now this is a great way to have a sunset. Now I don't think I'm gonna stay here for the sunset because I'm hungry now. I've been riding almost 60 miles and now we're at 2 bars. And wow, look at this parking lot. This thing is packed. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna wait and watch the sunset. Like I kind of want to go and maybe ride over to the grocery store and grab a couple items before they close. And then that way I can go home and edit this long video, which I've already started editing on it a little bit. But I'll have to finish it and then, yeah, go home. Yeah, we'll finish editing the video and then make food. Yeah, this parking lot's a zoo right now. But you know, it's always like this on any holiday weekend, or if there's really nice weather in the middle of nowhere. There's really nice weather. You know, I don't know how much longer this battery is gonna go, but we're at 2 bars. I think 2 bars is quite a bit of juice left. You know, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get 100 miles in San Francisco, because like today is crazy windy in the hills. You know, with those hills, it's gonna be pretty tough to do what the people in New York can do and do what the people in LA can do. But I don't know, I'm actually kind of curious because, all right, thanks. Yeah, I'm quite curious to see like how far I can actually go, because when I first started this video, maybe I rode like 6 or 7 miles, so I didn't log that. But like I say, we've had some crazy hills and crazy wind. And I'm pretty sure the wind really notches it off. I would imagine if I started like early in the morning when it's less wind, by the time the wind picks up like in the afternoon, like 1 o'clock, I would have been like halfway through the battery, you know, and I've been halfway through the miles too. And I'm at 164 miles. 184 miles. And I just got a whole bunch of food here. So it's been a freaking journey. I'm at 2 bars. So it looks like I can go, you know, we're at 62 miles so far, and we're at 2 bars. I don't know how much more I can go on this. What I could do is, I could go home and charge the bike tomorrow and try again tomorrow, or I could go home and not charge the bike, and then I could, you know, ride tomorrow. But I would almost rather go home and charge the bike and see how far I can go again tomorrow, you know? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. We're at 62 miles, which is just insane. I never thought we would get to 62 miles. I mean, I knew we would get to 62 miles. I just didn't, you know, I've done it now, you know, instead of imagining it, I've done it. So it's a little bit different. But for now, it looks like we'll wrap this video up. Yes. Thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.